But you have to ask yourself these three questions. What has changed in your retirement plan from the moment you worked to the moment you're retired? And if that list is very small, I would red flag, warning flag would go up. And I'd say to myself, well, I don't understand how my life has completely changed. I no longer get income. I have to worry about things like long-term care. I have a 401k or an IRA that I now have to de-tax and take money out of. I haven't updated my estate plan since I had my kids 20 years ago. Has anything, how about my risk portfolio? What's our risk portfolio? What am I actually, what kind of investments do I have in there? Are these reflected? And have they talked about how much I want to spend? Have they talked about my budget? Have they talked about what I want to do in Florida? Have they broke out anything that resembles what my retirement life would look like? If the answer to all those questions are no, you might have outgrown your financial advisor. Question number 2, and I touched on this earlier. Your financial advisor has not addressed your 401k and IRA, which, folks, let's be very clear, is the largest liability in your retirement. It's not close. Your house is paid off. Your kid, maybe a little bit. Cars are paid off. But if you have $1 million IRA, you could have up to a $400,000 liability owed to Uncle Sam if you don't have a plan. And if they're not talking about how to take money out of your IRA, if they say, hey, Jack and Jill, just wait till 73, that is Uncle Sam's plan. That is not your plan for the IRA. And Uncle Sam isn't in the business of wanting less money in taxes. So I would implore you to say, hold on a second. You're telling me we're going to use Uncle Sam's plan? I got to wait till 73 to touch my largest financial asset? I have to wait till 73 to start tax planning on my largest financial asset? That doesn't pass the smell test. Does that make any sense to anyone? The answer is of course not. It's because they want to keep it in there so they can keep getting their 1.5%, because that, folks, is the up the mountain model. That is what people do when people aren't paying attention and they're just riding the market. They hope you don't touch it so their fees get bigger and bigger. If you actually have a tax plan and take money out of your IRA and enjoy it, their fees get smaller and smaller. That is the rub when it comes to tax planning. So if you do not have a tax plan for your, obviously, IRA, we implore you to look for one, because at the end of the day, every client that gets a roadmap at no cost, our team of CPAs builds a tax map that breaks down when and how much to take out of their IRA every year. So instead of paying 40%, you can pay 10 or 15%. That's more money for you, more money for your family, less money for Uncle Sam. That's the key to ensuring that. So if you haven't talked about 401k IRA tax planning, you may have outgrown your financial advisor. And the third and last, obviously, reason that people may be outgrowing their financial advisor is you're paying them too much. Now, people say, what do you mean you're paying them too much? Most people don't realize both the financial advising fees and the investment fees that come along with a lot of investments that are going up retirement mountain. A lot of times over the course of the last 20 or 30 years, people have used very expensive things like variable annuities, actively managed mutual funds. These have internal costs, a lot of times up to 1% or more. And guess what? You're already paying them 1 or 1.5%. So now you're paying 2.5%. Let's do some quick math. You have $2 million. You're paying 2%. That's $20,000 a year, Randy. $20,000 a year to basically cross your fingers and hope the market goes up. That's how it went going up retirement mountain during your working years. So over the course of retirement, they didn't do anything. That's $200,000 a decade, $600,000 of retirement. That doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good, because you're asking yourselves, why would I pay 2% when I know I'm taking too much risk? And there's a lot of conservative investments out there that are more retirement appropriate that can cut those fees drastically. You might want to raise an eyebrow and say, I may have outgrown my financial advisor in retirement. So we put all these things together, Randy. At the end of the day, outgrowing your financial advisor is very common, yet it's never talked about. That's why we have retirement planners. At Golden Reserve, we don't work with anyone that's not in retirement. And the reason is simple. All of our services are built for retirees. It's a different platform. We have a law firm that we own and control that essentially allows us to build estate plans at no additional cost included in our fees, so that they have updated asset protection trusts and revocable trusts and power of attorneys and all that fun stuff. We have a CPA firm that we own and control. Why? We need to build tax maps for all of our clients. We need to update them every year. We actually do their tax returns every year. All of that stuff is retirement stuff. Then what else? We have retirement optimized, investment options. A lot of times we do a lot of fixed stuff. Why? We don't have an AUM model. We don't charge a percentage fee, so we don't care where they put their investments because we don't get paid more if they have more money in the market. That allows us to do the right amount of risk with our clients and also the right amount of fees. And then you circle all that up and then you build the income tent, which then lays out how much money they'll have in 25 years. And it gets exciting because it incentivizes people to spend their money. If your retirement isn't getting you excited, if your financial advisor isn't getting you excited about spending your money in retirement, you've outgrown your financial advisor, Randy.